Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How are you doing today? King Rex here. And today I'm gonna be doing something that I should have done a long time ago, but due to holidays and me being sick, I couldn't really do it in time, so apologies for it. So this is my very late hero review on Tenshi.
Keep on rushing.
Good old Tenshi. A myth, a legend, a master of masters, and wielding of all powers. Tenshi is the epitome of wisdom and power combined. His mere existence makes the kingdom tremble. And don't even think of getting him angry. Oh yeah, the description really tells a lot. I mean, look how cool it looks when he is animated, man. Look at that. Look at those flames. Tell me that this is not intimidating. Even though he is a grumpy grandpa, he is very strong. I've actually played a couple games with him and so far he looks good. He has two abilities, Iron Time and Fire Rush. By the way, Fire Rush is his first ability and Iron Time is his second. I don't know why they listed them backwards, but that's whatever. The stats don't really tell you anything, so let's get into a game and give you my opinion on it. We're gonna do Dark Tower, Veteran, Lost, you know, casual. And we're gonna be doing it with, I don't know, what do I want to do Dark Tower with today? Let's use Oni Barracks. It's easy. It's a pretty easy thing, and it's gonna be a nice showcase of this guy. As you can see, 380 HP, 14 to 22 damage, and low armor, so he's not squishy, but he's not like super tanky either. And he also has a teleport. If you move him a short distance, he moves kind of slowly. It's not like super slow, but it's not like super fast either, but the teleport is definitely nice. It's a pretty fast teleport animation. Similar to Magnus, I think. It looks pretty similar to it, which is good. Having some fast mobility is always a positive. And even though he has the sword icon, he deals true damage with his basic attacks, which is obviously very nice, because that means he's gonna be able to level up much faster, because he ignores every type of resistance, which is obviously very nice. So, let's get to the defense. Let's get something. Let's get a little bit of a something. Time for blah. Okay, time for blood. We know what time it is. Let's go. Okay, Tenshi, show us what you got. Look at that. I really like how he attacks, though. I really like his attack animations. As you can see, his experience rate isn't going all that much just because, you know, bandits, they can dodge his melee attacks, which is a little unfortunate. Kind of a bad matchup, I suppose, but whatever. Let's test him out against a necromancer, see what he can do. Go, Tenshi. Oh, that's sad, he died. Alright, that was my bad. I should have moved him a little bit out of the way. That was my bad. Sorry, guys. I haven't played the original Kingdom Rush in a while, so I'm a little rusty. Apologies for that. But we'll be fine though. Go Tenshi. There you go, level 2. Now he can summon these meteors, which is his Fire Rush ability. And as you can see, his experience rate is going up pretty fast. Which is, as I said, the main reason why this happens is because he deals true damage. So no matter who he's facing off against, he's always gonna get a good amount of experience. And now let's move him up in here for the Fire Rush. Come on, Fire Rush. Show us some fire, baby. Come on. Dun dun. It's pretty cool though. It's like a mini rain of fire in a way, and it really, that's what it is. It's a smaller but still good rain of fire, because the meteors do explosive damage. Now, I'm not quite sure what the exact number of the damage is, but it is pretty decent. As you saw, he was able to wipe out enemies at a pretty good rate. So it's not like the ability is bad or anything. It is pretty strong. It has a relatively good cooldown though, which is obviously a positive. And also here's his Iron Time. That's his secondary ability, where he turns into a WWE wrestler for a few seconds and starts smacking people. It is pretty good. Now, what does the ability do? Well, it turns him into this mega form every 10 seconds, I think. I think the cooldown is 10 seconds if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but in order to activate it, you need at least 3 enemies to be near him. So, yeah, you want to really group him up with other enemies in order to get the most out of it. And the good thing is that he deals area damage when he is into his Iron Time form, which is nice. Having some area damage is obviously a good positive. Also, I forgot to click. I thought that I clicked on the pad, but I guess I clicked somewhere else, so Tenshi ended up dying again. My bad. It's all my fault, guys, it's all my fault. Sorry for killing Tenshi multiple times, just like that. Don't worry though, we're gonna get some meteors up in here. Bung bung. And iron time! Boom. Now I'm not quite sure when he triggers, what causes him to trigger this ground slam attack. As far as I know, it deals physical damage, so don't think of it as something super strong, but it does have a 25% chance of stunning enemies. Even though the chance is small and you can only get it like once every 4th attempt or so, it is still pretty good. However, because it deals physical damage, Tenshi becomes less good against certain types of enemies, like these Dark Knights. He can't really do much against them because when he doesn't have his, what would you call it? When he's into his Iron Time form, he just doesn't do enough damage, he just deals physical damage. And these guys have high armor, so that's bad. However, in his Iron form, he becomes immune to any sort of damage. Besides insta-kills though. Insta-kills can still get him, but anything that's not an insta-kill, he's gonna be able to tank it, no problem. Which is pretty good. But depends. Again, depending on the level, the Iron Time can be great, or it can be a little bit less beneficial. It really depends on the type of enemies that you're facing. If you're facing off a lot of enemies that don't have armor, then the Iron Time is great, as you can see here. Look at that, boom boom boom. And the thing is that he deals area physical damage with his basic attacks when he's into his Iron Time form, which is pretty dope. I really like this addition. And combining that with the Fire Rush, he actually deals a pretty heavy amount of area damage. Like, comparing him to Alora and Ignis, he has some pretty solid damage output. And as you can see, he's still a little bit squishy. 460 health and low armor is not a lot, but he is at level 5, so give him a shot. I promise you guys, he gets much better as the game goes on. Especially on a level like this where you can level up your hero very fast. The thing about the Fire Rush though is that now, as you can see, we get an additional meteor. We used to get 2 meteors, now we get 3. And then once he gets to level 8, he gets the Scorching Earth effect, just like the Rain of Fire, where it deals physical damage over time, which is pretty dope. Just, you know, more ways to do area damage. Speaking of the area damage, this is a perfect situation to use Iron Time. Look at all these skeletons. Bonk. We're just gonna bonk them like that. We're gonna do our super punches. And some Fire Rush, if it's up. Fire Rush, and look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That's why you don't really have to use the Rain of Fire super often with Tenshi. Like, even if you don't use your Rain of Fire perfectly, you still have this mini Rain of Fire that can help you out. I mean, sure, the power spike really is at level 8, where you get the Scorching Earth, because that way he deals much more damage. But still, even at level 5, or level 6, because, you know, he leveled up, the thing is, the thing, bruh, sorry, I keep forgetting the name of it, the Fire Rush is still pretty good. The Iron Time though, I mean, it is good, but the thing is that whenever he gets near a lot of enemies, he's gonna use it no matter what. So you kinda have to be careful when you use it. Especially if you're facing off enemies that have high armor. Because sometimes it's good to use it because, you know, he becomes invincible to damage, so it is good, but as I said, you have to use it kind of precisely. You don't want him to just use Iron Time randomly. You want to put him in a good position, and you know, make sure that he is in a good position, just like that. So that way you can get the most out of his area damage. If I just let him at the front line and let him use his attack, then he probably will not do much. So yeah, you want to kind of wait for him, then move him back in the action, get that. And the good thing is that you can still move him when he is into his Iron Time form. However, he doesn't really have the ability to teleport when he's into his Iron Time, which is a little bit bad, but you know, just a little bit. You lose the ability to teleport, which can be more crucial on harder levels, but on this level in particular, it's not the end of the world if you cannot teleport. You're still gonna be very efficient, even without this ability. And as you can see, he's holding his own pretty well. Sure, besides the couple of times that he ended up dying, because, you know, I'm stupid, he hasn't died all that much. He died only a couple of times, and that's about it. But, you know, any hero can die from time to time. It's not like heroes can be invincible, unless you're talking about Ice Cold, then, yeah. It's good luck trying to kill Ice Cold. Unless you're a brain dead, then I guess he can die. Also, are we seriously gonna lose lives to this? Come on, bruh. Come on, some micro, quickly, quickly. Oh, one life. Whatever. This is not a challenge video, this is a hero review, so ignore that, ignore it. I should have bought I should have prepared another set of barbarians with throwing axes earlier, but I'm stupid, so I didn't. So yeah, I guess we'll roll with it though. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so now that he is almost up to level 8, he's gonna have the Scorching Earth effect, which is really gonna make him super good. But for now, he's holding off very well. I do like the fact that he can become invincible though. That's very dope. Because he can become invincible, he's kind of like Ingvar Bearclaw in a way. But the thing is that the duration of the Iron time gets increased the higher level he is. So I think at level 4 it's only like 4 seconds or maybe 5. And then when he gets to level 7 the duration gets increased, and at level 10 it gets increased even further. So the higher level he is, the longer he's gonna be into his Iron form. Which, as I said, depending on the type of enemies that you're facing, it could be good or bad. But still, you're gonna be doing area damage, and on top of that you're gonna be immune to any sorts of damage. So it's kind of a fair trade in my opinion. You lose the ability to teleport and do true damage, but on the other hand, you do a good amount of area damage. And as you can see, we get 5 meteors now, which is very good, and we leave this Scorching Earth effect behind, which is very strong, as you're gonna see. It lasts for a decent amount of time. I think it lasts for 5 seconds, just like the Rain of Fire. I could be wrong on that though, but I'm pretty sure it lasts for 8 seconds. And yeah, so far he is performing very well. Iron time once again. Look at that, area damage just going burr mode. And against the spiders it's phenomenal because you can just wipe them out with one basic attack almost. Now the thing is that his attack stats vary from his Iron time form into his normal form, so you have to keep an eye out for that, because right now he does between 30 to... I couldn't see the number there, but as you can see, in his Iron time right now he deals between 23 to 45 physical area damage. But once he gets out of his form, he deals between 30 to 46 true damage, but it's a single target attack, so yeah. Also, we're sitting on a lot of gold, so let's just spend it. Let's spend it on something. Alright, Iron time again. I really didn't want him to use it now because there's not really a lot of enemies near him, so I kind of wasted his Iron form right here, but it's okay. We're gonna move him up to the Dark Slayer just to see how well he performs. For now, he is starting to become a little bit more tanky. As you can see now, he has medium armor instead of low armor, so he has at least 40% physical armor, which is gonna make him survive for much longer. But as you can see, Iron time against the Dark Slayer, it doesn't really do anything. He just tries to smack him, but it really doesn't do anything. And yeah, that's the problem with him. Depending on the types of enemies that you're facing, Iron time can be great or a little bit underwhelming. But again, depends. In my opinion, Tenshi is pretty solid hero. I don't think he is the best in the game. I think Ignis still is the best hero out of them all, just because of the sheer amount of true damage that he can deal in a short frame. Unlike him, Tenshi, sure, he deals true damage with his basic attacks. The mini Rain of Fire is phenomenally good ability, but the Iron time has its negatives sometimes. Like, you can't expect Tenshi to carry everything. He's not like Ignis where he can face off anything and be fine. With Tenshi, you kinda have to be careful which enemies you're picking off, especially when he is into his Iron form. So yeah, in my opinion, he's probably the second best hero in Kingdom Rush, at least in Kingdom Rush 1. He may not be like... he may not be the first strongest hero, but he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. He is strong. Don't underestimate the power of Tenshi. He is a good hero. Like, I think Ironhide did a good job with him. He's kind of like a combination between Ignis and Ingvar, in a way. But you know, he has a little bit of both. He has the invincibility part from Ingvar, but it also has area damage, just like Ignis, but, you know, he's not, like, stupendously broken, in my opinion. He is good, but he's not, like, the best hero. I'll give him probably a 9 out of 10, I think. Maybe 9.5, just because I really like him. 9.5, I think, is a good indicator as to his power level. He is pretty good. Also, for some reason... I'm not quite sure if this ground slam actually affects flying enemies. It probably doesn't, but for a moment it looked like it did. I'm not quite sure. I'm not an expert in this hero because, you know, he is still kind of new. So I don't know a lot about him, but from what I can tell, he is definitely a killing machine. He can definitely kill a lot of enemies and still have a good sustain due to the fact that he can become invincible with it while he's into his Iron Time form. However, when he's out of his Iron Time form, he can die. He's not invincible. Even though he has medium armor and 560 health, it's not super tanky in comparison to like other units like Ingvar or Gerald. They're way tankier than him, unfortunately, but still, just because he doesn't have the best durability or the most efficient HP, he's still relatively strong. As you can see, he can survive for quite a while before you have to back him out. And again, he has teleport, so you can move him out of the way if you're smart and you're not an idiot like me and let him die again. Sorry, I'm not... It's a little bit late, so I'm slightly tired, so that's why I'm letting him die a little bit. But it's fine though, he doesn't have super long respawn rate. He only has 15 seconds cooldown, which is pretty medium. You know, it's an average cooldown. It's not like super short like Ignis, where Ignis I think has like 12 seconds worth of cooldown. Well, but whatever, 3 seconds usually is not that much. You're not gonna make super high differences with that. Okay. Now, what are we supposed to do now? Well, we're just gonna play this game off and see how Tenshi performs. As you can see so far, he is pretty well. He's doing well. I really like him. I don't know. Like, is he like super great? No. But he is a good hero. Now, should you use Tenshi? Is he a good hero to use? The answer to that is absolutely yes. If you're not using Tenshi, then you're doing something wrong, man. He is very strong, like, comparing him to Allura and Ignis, he can definitely be a fair matchup for them. Even though he may not be at the same level of strength as Ignis, because, you know, he is limited as to how much true damage he can do. He's still great. He's still a great champion to use. Like, look at that Iron Time, man. He still deals a good amount of damage even when he's into his Iron Time. 2754 physical damage in an area, it's pretty good. But the thing is that I think the damage is depending on how close enemies are to his basic attacks. So, for example, if an enemy is like very far away from him and when he's using his area of effect basic attacks in his Iron Time form, they don't take as much damage as if they are close to him. I think that's how it works. I think it's based on distance. And yeah, that's just a little detail, just so you know. Okay, what do we have here? Wave 14. Easy. So far we're chilling, you know. Barracks only, Tenshi. Looking good. Looking good so far. Now I'm not sure why it's so easy. It could be because Tenshi is OP, it could be because barracks are really strong in the first Kingdom Rush game, but it could be a little bit of both. You never know. Okay, now I probably have to retreat him. What happened there? I pressed on him, teleport back, but he died before I don't know what happened there. Just letting you know, I pressed his ability, I pressed on him, but I guess he just wanted to embrace death for some reason. Because reasons. Okay, Iron Time, we need Iron Time desperately here. We need some area damage. You know what, I'm gonna use the Rain of Fire. I'm just scared, man. This Dark Slayer is getting dangerously far. I forgot that we don't really have a lot of magic damage with only barracks. Okay, mini Rain of Fire, save me. Oh, that wasn't actually a great mini Rain of Fire, but alright. Okay, Barbarians go. Barbarians go burr. Look at that. Look at that area damage over there. It may not be all that much, but we're shredding. Trust me on this, guys, we're shredding. We are destroying. Okay, Tenshi, where are you at, man? Where are you, old man? Oh yeah, here you are. Get on this Necromancer. Use the Rain of Fire on these mofos. Look at that, it's so satisfying to look at the mini Rain of Fire though. Alright, Iron Time is up. We're gonna shred. Look at that. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Oh, there were multiple Necromancers apparently. They were on top of each other. Didn't notice that. Rush and smash. That's a pretty good lay. That's a pretty good voice line though. Russian smash. Bonk. Skeletons, be gone. Be gone out of my sight, pests. You're no match for Tenshin. Tenshin is shredding you. I would say he is much better than the new dragon that they added to Kingdom Rush Vengeance. I don't even remember the name of him, that's how forgettable he is. Devorian, something with Chinese. Something including Chinese, that's all I remember about him. Nothing else. Which really goes to show you how little I care about him. Because he's not a great champion. Like, he's kind of like Deidre if she was a dragon. I mean, I could make a review on him. Don't get me wrong, I could, but the thing is that it's already late. Vuduk has already made a review on him, and as you know, Vuduk makes the best hero reviews ever, so no matter what I do, he's always gonna have something else to say that I don't know, so yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother to make a review on this guy. Just letting you know that he is not really worth the $7. Devornian is kinda trash. Meanwhile, Tenshin, on the other hand, he shreds. Okay, can we use your Rain of Fire? Oh, I guess a demon blow up because he died immediately. And that was a little unfortunate. It was probably my bad, but whatever. We're fine. Wave 15. If it wasn't for that Rocketeer that we lost to on Wave 8 or whatever it was, we would have been so much better. Okay, bonk. There you go. Alright, now he's gonna start shredding the skeletons, which is good. We have a few of the Darkslayers are still, you know, standing. They're surviving, but they're not gonna be able to survive for very long. Not when Tenshi uses his meteors. Which, by the way, they do explosive damage, so they ignore 50% armor. They're not like true damaging meteors. So keep that in mind. But still, even against Darkslayers, it ignores 50% armor, so instead of them having 90% armor, they have 45% when the ability is up. Okay, let's move him up in here. Look at that Rain of Fire going. Look at this guy's health bar. Oh yeah. That was a lot of area damage there. That was a ton of area damage. Also, Tenshin died again. sorry guys, I'm killing him a lot in this video, but still, you can really see the power that this guy possesses. Like, for a tiny old man, he does pack a punch. He's very strong. A solid S tier, man. Solid S tier hero. Okay, Rain of Fire. And now we have Iron Time. Dead. Okay, Tenshi, get over there. And start hacking away. Start punching him. There you go. Okay, now time for Veznan. Can we deal with Veznan with Tenshin? Well, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if he can survive one basic attack from Veznan, but I guess I'll find out. Sorry if I end up killing him again, but I'm not an expert in math, so yeah. Cue up the epic music, and let's get it on. Come on, Veznan. Let's get corny. Get up in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, he can survive one basic attack. Good to know. So yeah guys, Tenshin can indeed survive one basic attack from Veznan. Good to know. Alright. Alright, let's juke him. Let's juke him. Just like that. Tutata. Oh. Tenshin was moving. How did he took damage there? Hello, game. Are you... is there something wrong? Because he should not have been dead right now. He should have been alive. He should have been healthy. He should have been shredding Veznan's HP. I guess a bug or something. Alright, let's move. He's gonna turn into his demon form. Pretty early, not gonna lie. And yeah, Tenshin, he cannot survive an insta-kill though, so we kinda have to stay away. That's kinda the thing with him. Just like any other melee champion beside who is an Ingvar. Now, let's try out. Okay, now that he is into his Iron Time form, let's send him in there. Just to show you that indeed he does not survive... well, actually he does. He does survive Veznan's attack, just like Ingvar Bearclaw. The thing is that the duration is very... it's not as long. The duration of the Iron Time is not as long as the Bear form, so... you're not gonna be able to get as many... what would you call it? As much stalling power. Yeah, like, you're still gonna get a decent amount, but it's not gonna be as much as with Ingvar. But anyhow, Veznan is dead, and that concludes the video. Easy stuff. Yeah. Alright, so Tenshin, definitely a good hero, I like him. Even though this review was a little bit scuffed, that's because I only played like literally 2 games with him, so I don't really know everything about him yet, but over time I'm gonna learn more and more, and maybe my opinion will change on him, maybe it will stay the same, but for now, for me he is a solid S tier, and nothing lower, nothing higher. Comment down below guys what you think of Tenshin, because I would love to hear your opinion. And yeah guys, well, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching, I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future, and while you're at it, drop a like on the video, it means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy, over and out.